Hey guys, so today is actually day 8. And the last time I talked to you guys, I think was 5 or 4. I think it was 5. I don't quite remember. The last few days have been kind of hectic and I've just been really in my head and I haven't weighed myself, and it's just been the type of situation where you're like, do you want to be honest or do you kind of just want to let it go, in the sense of like, I wasn't gonna lie to you guys. Did I want to just not mention the kind of mind frame I've been in? So Becky actually went to Georgia. She's home now, but she went to Georgia a couple days ago and it was hard for me because I couldn't go. It was a family thing and of course I was invited. I was worried about my legs because it was kind of a long road trip and my feet swell really bad when I'm sitting for too long. And I know a lot of people are like, you do sit all day. I meant when I sit without my legs being elevated, my feet swell, my legs swell, and it hurts. And someone my size, that's just what happens. So I was very nervous for that, and I didn't want to damper anyone's time by being in pain. I don't like to be a burden or feel like people have to worry about me the whole time. So I told her, just go, spend time with your family. It was hard because her and I don't really spend nights apart from each other because we live together, we sleep in the same bed. It was hard to say bye to her, but she's back home and I am like really grateful because I was worried I was gonna be alone and like depressed and sad, but it was actually a really good weekend. I gotta be honest. Like Hannah and Rafe came over and we all played games and just hung out. So I ended up binging a couple nights ago. Part of this 100 days was trying to prove to myself that I can stop the binging. And it's weird, but some people don't just binge for one day. There is a such thing as where you binge for days, sometimes weeks. No, you don't continuously, constantly eat every single second of the day, but it's kind of like a binge wave that you can't stop. It happens every single day or night, depending on the person. You kind of can't get a hold of your bearings. That's what I was going through the last few weeks, months. That's what I was going through and it wouldn't stop and I kept gaining weight. So I was like, I need to do something about it and I need to stop gaining weight. I just really wanted to focus on being more in control of my body, and so that's why I started the 100 days. I was able to go 5 days without binging, and I know for some people that's pathetic and whatever, but to me that was an accomplishment because I broke the binging barrier. I was able to break that for 4 to 5 nights, and it was hard, it was challenging every single night, but then I messed up and I binged. I'm not giving up. So my whole thing is, do I continue on the 100 days? Do I start fresh? Do I see how long I can go without binging? Do I keep making tallies and, you know, this time see if I can go longer than 5 days? There is a YouTuber, I'm not gonna name any names, I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want people to attack her, because I notice every time I say a certain YouTuber's name or like Instagram person's name, like people go and like attack them. Say things like, why are you helping Amberlynn, or why are you talking to Amberlynn? That's just like, what? Like what? So this YouTuber actually doesn't talk to me, but still I just don't want to like cause any friction, but she is someone I have been watching for a very long time and I adore her. and she probably doesn't even know who I am. But she used to struggle with binging. So every day that she didn't binge, she would make a little tally on a whiteboard, and she'd go a week. And then if she binged on the 8th day, she'd erase the tallies and she'd start over. And she would make sure she wouldn't binge longer than 8 days the next round. She kept doing that, and it made it to where she just kind of was able to recover from binge eating disorder. And she's not like super popular on YouTube. I mean, she has a really big following, but there's another YouTuber, a weight loss channel, who has a really big following. And she has beat her binge eating disorder, and she's gone a year without binge eating by marking the days, by counting the days. And that is what I want to do. Because I remember the day where she was like, I haven't binged eat for 100 days, and I'm just like, that's everything. That's what I aspire to be. I want to conquer this, and I want to recover from this. Recovery from eating disorders is a lot different than recovery for alcoholics or drug addicts. So I'm tired of people comparing the two, because people are always like, would you give an alcoholic an ounce of vodka every day? What? That doesn't even make sense. I need food to survive. People who suffer with binge eating, they get it. They understand. They know what's up, because we all relate to each other, and we're not here to judge one another. And I know people are gonna ask about this. This is a really, really bad cat scratch that I can't help but sometimes scratch at myself. Yeah. But anyways, now that I've sat here and really talked about it and gotten my like feelings out, and like the more I start to understand myself, and God, this is why I love YouTube, because I'm able to sit here and it's like therapy for me. I'm definitely going to just restart. I'm not going to call this the 100-day challenge anymore. So there's something else I want to talk about that I just want to talk about real quick is, have you guys ever heard of weekly calorie counting instead of daily calorie counting? Like hot topic out in the world. But there is a such thing as where, okay, we're gonna do a little math for you guys, because your girl, it's just easier to work it out together. So I'm gonna go to my calculator. So I'm just gonna use 1200 for an example, because I feel like a lot of people eat 1200 calories a day, which is very low. But so if you had to eat 1200 calories every single day to lose weight, no, let's do 1300. So 1300, and there's 7 days in a week, obviously. So we're gonna do times 7. So that means in a week, you guys are eating 9,100 calories, as you can see. If you guys are doing weekly calories, that means instead of eating your 1300 calories in one day, maybe one day you're not that hungry and you only eat 1100. Okay, cool. And then the next day you eat 1500. That's okay, as long as at the end of the week you eat 9,100 calories. Because realistically, weight loss is about a weekly calorie deficiency. I've never done that before. I've actually had a few people recommend it to me, and I'm just like, how does that work though? But then I did a little bit more research. Research is key to many things. And it does make more sense. As long as you don't go over your weekly calories, then you gonna lose weight, boo-boo. Because it's true. If you are doing a daily calorie limit, sometimes you're not as hungry as the day before. So say you have a 2,000 calorie limit and you only eat 1,500 in one day because you're not that hungry, then that's fine. Because now you've given yourself 500 extra calories for another day. Or you can sprinkle it out through the week if you want. Because I'm sure there are people out there who sometimes want to eat more than 2,000 calories or sometimes want to eat less than that. And doing weekly calorie counting actually helps more with that. So I think I'm gonna give it 1 week and just try it and see what happens. And again, I'm going to make a video and talk about it more, and I really want to talk to you guys about my weight and give you guys weigh-ins and tell you guys about my struggles and my non-struggles. But